Welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube page. It's your boy LR bringing you the best in 1/6 scale collectibles and any and everything pop culture. What's going on this beautiful Saturday morning? Better way to start the day than releasing or actually reviewing a big boy, a beast of a figure. You know what time it is. This is the Batman Beyond. This is actually from the Arkham Knight. This is actually from the Arkham game, I must say. Video game. This is the VGM39 Batman Beyond. Yes, finally got this figure in hand. I was pressured to get it. No, not really. It was just one of those things where it took me a while to kind of catch on. But like I said, I knew I wanted to get it. Had it on pre-order for a while and then finally came in, so I'm happy to have it. I am a Batman fan, so, you know, we have to dive in. Had to get it in hand, had to review it, bring it straight to you guys. So let's jump on in. We have the box art, beautiful box art right here with the silhouette of Batman Beyond on the front. Yo, been a fan. If you basically know the lore of the actual comics and where this particular character comes from, there's a lot behind it. I do love it. There have been some, you know, a little bit of division with the character, and like a lot of people wanted to actually see the, you know, more true to comic version. But hey, we got this, and I'm cool. I'm glad we finally got it. You know, I do love and enjoyed the Arkham game, the Arkham Knight game. So this was a no-brainer. Had to get it. Can't wait to get a few more pieces like that Batgirl that's going to be coming soon. But yeah. Batman Beyond. I love the cover art we actually get with this figure. The design, the split box cover with the black and the red. We have the figure on the front. Do like that. And it is a slide cover. Actually, not a slide cover. It's an open cover itself. So if you extend it out, you get a chance to see the figure here. Little silhouette of the A for Arkham right there. You turn it to the side. Of course, you get the logo, Batman Beyond, Arkham Knight. Now, right here in the front, also, we have the Hot Toys logo at the bottom, video game masterpiece here. And then we also have the DC cover there. So, you know, they want to let you know where it came from, most definitely. On the back, of course, now I do love that we actually get this figure with the A, Batman Beyond. And I'm liking the simple fact that they do have the smaller warnings here, because I hate when it's actually in a box and it's just large. We don't need all that. But, yep, a few of the warnings here in detail. So, of course, we get a chance to see that. Now, when you open up this sleeve, of course, you get the figure here with all the accessories. Here we get the Batman Beyond, and, you know, pretty much it gives you the detail of everybody who was actually involved. And I like how they did it like a, you know, sort of like a movie poster or, you know, what have you, with, you know, letting us know who was involved in the production of this actual figure, from the head sculpt to the tailoring, everything. So we get that detail there. But yeah, pretty nice. I do love that, man. I love the box art. You know, like I said, presentation is always required, and they did a bang-up job with this. But without further ado, we're going to crack this box open, get all the accessories out first, and then we're going to take a look at the figure, and then you be the judge. As always, let's get it going. And we are back with all this big boy's accessories outside the box, and you can see, man, it is a lot here. There is a lot here. I mean, yeah, like a lot of which I didn't even realize they were going to actually bring to this particular figure. It's a nice array of accessories. Of course, I mean, you know, let's start with the smallest, I would actually want to say, is that we actually do get a lot of his batarangs. And these are some beautifully crafted batarangs. I mean, amazing pieces that we actually get here. The detail in that. You know, if we can actually just kind of punch in just for a second to scale, you see basically how nicely crafted, and you know, like it's sort of like the finish on this, the polished finish on this is incredible. And then like to make it mimic like it's a blade. Now, this is plastic, it's not die cast, it's not metal, it's not sharp, but the way they mimic the actual effects of making it look like it is a blade, that is fan-freaking-tastic when it comes to this, man. Like, yeah, like, I love the detail. And then we actually have this batarang here with the red silhouette, the tipped at the scale. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. You know, it is weathered a tad bit. Sort of looks like a bat. I love that. I love the detail, that the attention to detail that they added to this. So you could tell the intricacies and everything they have there. Of course, we have the grappling effect, the grappling hooks. You know, we have a lot of these small pieces here. A lot of it that I can't even remember from the game, but man, like that right there is incredible. Like literally, like this thing comes with a lot of ish. I say ish because I don't want to curse on here, but you know, sometimes I will occasionally. Then of course we have this beast of a cannon. Like we actually have, you know, this. Now it's, I believe it's supposed to be like a fold out, but I'm not going to do it because I do not want this thing to break. So you can see how it's meant to, this is meant to basically fold in, you know, so we actually get the folded effect. Of course, it does come with the scope on the tip of there. Look at that. That's incredible. This piece is amazing, man. Like grappling gun slash blaster. You can see basically the launcher. I think it's like a peg missile launcher. Like, look at that, man. Like, this thing is incredible. Look, I mean, wow. I can't say it enough. The detail we actually get with that. Of course, we have some of the assorted grappling hooks. Like we have his grappling gun here. And of course, this piece does come out just to kind of give you an indication of the grappling. So it's sort of like supposed to mimic that. And I believe what you can do is remove that, and you can even actually place this at the tip, I believe. Let me just put that in there. Yep. You can place that in there, like at the tip of that right there, to kind of make it, to give it the effect. So that's nice that they've actually done that. But man, like this is amazing. Like I really like the detail we actually get in these accessories. This is like a little smoke cannon, you know, basically that we get. Looks like a little a paint gun, but it's not. People who played the game, they will know what that actually is. Of course, we have this here. Like, man, the accessories that we actually get and what they give us, they you know, save no expense. They wanted to go all out with this figure, and I'm really glad that they did. I mean, wow. Look at this. Look at that. And these basically, I mean, wow, slide back and forth like that. So it does give us those effects. Like, I mean, man, they went all out. They went all out to deliver, and they did it. Like, that's bang up. And this is basically, like, in a sense, wow. It's amazing. Like, I do like this. I like what they've actually done. I like what they've given us. You know, they wanted to kind of, you know, give us some of these pieces that, you know, were strictly out of the game, and, you know, weathering on these, on a lot of these guns and the accessories that we actually get is incredible. I'm going to actually play around with it because I believe with this, if I'm not sure, there's something, I can't see it yet, but there's a lot that you can do here. It's just so much that I got to read the instructions on, you know, what you would actually do and how you would put some of this together. But man, I'm gonna have a time with this. I know once I figure it out, it's gonna be incredible. But I mean, that's just basically there. I mean, then of course, let's kind of scale back out a bit. We have the, of course, none other than the actual stand, the figure stand. It does come with the Batman Beyond logo there. I like the red silhouette that we actually, kind of reminds me of not only just the game, but even like the series that we got, the animated series that, you know, that WB brought. I do love that. I love this figure stand. It is dynamic. It does come with the dynamic stand, of course, right here. So it allows us to kind of place this figure in some aerial poses. Speaking of aerial poses, we have this beautiful fold-out cape. I love the material on that. I love that it actually, I mean, there's so many things, limitless possibilities of what we can actually do with this. This is the piece that I'm guessing will attach to it. We'll figure that out in a minute. As you can see, it does have both sides, and this actually separates like that, like so. With the cape, it is like a mesh type of material. So it's not, you know, it's a tad bit wired there, so it does come with some wiring in there if you want to actually, you know, mess around with it. I won't do too much to it, but, you know, I like to take a lot of photos, put it in dynamic poses, so we'll figure out, but I do like that we get that. But man, this thing is a beast. Like, the accessories that we get with this figure is amazing. I'm glad that they actually paid no expense and they gave us all of this. You know, this basically is like a light propulsion. If you played the game, you would know where that actually comes from. But man, like, wow, I'm impressed. I'm highly impressed that we got all of this here, you know, and that they actually gave it to us. And for the money, the amount of money that you pay for these figures, you want the accessories. And this is where I can say that Hot Toys has gotten it right. You know, they actually gave us all the accessories that we would want from this game. So kudos to you on that. Excellent job. But without further ado, what we're going to do is get that figure out here first, get all these accessories out the way. And yeah, let's get it going. And you be the judge. Let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not so fast. Not so fast. I almost forgot. I was so excited about what we got with some of these accessories. I almost forgot some of the most important parts of this figure, man, as far as the accessories was, you know, were concerned. Now, we'll get to that figure in just a moment, but come on, man. Let's go what we always know we'll get. These assortment of hands. And look at the quality of let's punch on in. Like, look at the quality of the detail on that. It is incredible. I do like that we actually get like the, you know, a bit of the matte black with the armor and some of it's polished on the inside. I do like that. The bands that we get, you know, very detailed, sort of like mechanical like, but, you know, we know that it is an assorted armor that's in a more advanced suit. And it does show that even with the quality of the hands, the detailed hands that we actually get with this figure, I mean, you can see it in a lot of it. This is amazing, man. Like, this is amazing. And then on top of that, this figure does come out with like a swap out mouthpiece. Now, as you can see, basically it does have like a face mask, but on the inside, you can also see it does have some of the detailed face expressions, like a face expression in there, a facial expression, magnetic on the back that you can just slide that into piece. So you actually take the mouth guard that's on there now off, and you can replace it with this piece right here. Like, look at that, man. Like, that's incredible. Like, very, man, look, love it. Definitely love that. And I'll probably use this more than I use the one that's on there right now. So you might see this. I'm gonna swap it out. Just we'll play around with it and see what we get. But yeah, man, I almost forgot about that. I didn't want to leave y'all hanging with that piece, man. Like, that's important to actually have everything out on the table. And I'm glad I actually saw it. So I was like, you know what? Let me just kind of give an extension of the accessories. Now, let's put all this aside, get that figure out on this table, and you be the judge. Let's go. And we are back. And we have this beast of a figure in front of us right now. You know what it is, Batman Beyond. Now, this is the Beyond version, not to be confused with the animated series, not to be confused with even what we actually got from the comics. This is the video game version. And I will say, I'm impressed. I'm highly impressed, and I will most definitely put my stamp of approval on this figure. Like I said, I want to basically stress that I don't collect figures unless it's something that I want to collect. I don't collect figures just basically because, you know, it's the end thing, or no, I collect this strictly because these are things that I actually follow, figures that I like, that I love. You know, this was something that gained my interest. Like I said, I was a fan of the game. I was a fan of the actual comics. I'm a comics head first and foremost. But yeah, this figure is amazing. Articulate. Now, I will say that if you're worried about the armor restraint, if you're worried about not being able to pose this figure because of the armor, it is. Now, look, there's certain restrictions, and it does hinder certain levels of articulation. But you have to think realistically. If you're wearing armor, how much articulation are you going to actually have? Not much. Not really much. You know what I mean? You got to do it. It's a beast of a figure. I would actually equate this with the battle armor that we actually got, the armored Batman that we got from, you know, Dawn of Justice. You know, Batman versus, you know, Superman. This figure to me is amazing. You know, I was able to basically articulate and get the photos that I want. This is probably how I'm going to have him pose in a DTOF. It's an amazing figure to pose up. It does have a lot of presence. It comes with a lot of weaponry. It's amazing. Now, I actually removed the face plate that came with the figure, and I actually replaced it with this one, and that was mainly because I knew what I want. I knew what I was actually going for, and this says it all. This is menacing. This basically is a threat, and he's just letting you know who he is and what he's come to do. Let's just scroll down a bit with this figure. Like, look at that armor. You know, look at the detail in that. It is basically weathered, but it's all black for purpose. This thing is amazing. I love the red hilt. I love the red emblem on that on the figure, on the chest plate. I do have the batarang right there in his hand. I wanted that kind of red to match what he was actually, so it was on purpose. But I love it. I love everything that I'm getting from this particular figure. I mean, detailed, everything. The quality we actually get right here. Now, this is like the material itself. It's more like a mesh type of material to match the cape, which means you get a lot of movement. It's not restraining as you think it would be. This thing is a beast. I love it. I love the figure. It actually even has me wanting to now get the Destro figure to kind of pose in a DTOF with him and have them both fighting, which I probably will do in due time. But this thing is amazing. I must say, I'm super duper duper impressed. Happy that I picked this boy up. I got it through Sideshow. No, never steer me wrong. I put the link at the bottom where you can actually purchase it. But this thing, you know, listen, and I'm just going to tell you, you know, the way I see it. If it's not something that you're interested in, don't get it. But if it does beg your interest, get it. I mean, it's quality. And I don't basically, and I'll tell you this right off the back, I don't buy figures to sell. I buy figures to enjoy. That's it. So when I buy them, they sit in my DTOF. I enjoy it. I don't really sell them off unless it's something necessarily I have to do. But I don't sell figures. You know what I mean? That's just not what I'm here to do. I'm here to enjoy. You know, I've been a collector all my life. I collect these figures because I enjoy it, the nostalgic feeling that I actually get from it. And yeah, I'll continue to do so. But this boy, back to this figure, is amazing. And if you want it, you can get it right now through Sideshow. I'll put the link at the bottom of this video. Again, if you like my, my reviews, as always, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. As always, prepare for the next adventure. But I will say again, to me, this is a definite, for me. And I always gauge everything off articulation. So I will give it a solid 9.5 out of 10. But that's even still good. That's great, especially with this figure. I love the cape. I love what we get. I love the presence of this figure. This thing is simply amazing. It is a beast. It is definitely a beast. It's something that you will want in your DTOF, most definitely. So if you haven't already, place your order through Sideshow. And let's get it going, man. Again, LR for the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube page. Bring you the best in 1/6 scale collectibles and any and everything pop culture. Let's go all day. Batman Beyond, 2 thumbs up. Love you, boy. Let's go.